Hello folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Heaven's Vault. Today's space in which will be awesome, where before we begin, I do want to take a little preamble here. So, at the end of the last episode, as I record the multiple episodes of the same thing on the same day, let's pull back the curtain a little bit. At the end of the last episode, we met our friend Aroy, who I thought up until a certain dialogue option was male, but is female. Aliya and Aroy were supposedly friends back in the day, but something happened, and now Aroy is, not civil, but not, happy. And I wouldn't bring this up if I didn't have some sort of emotional reaction that I wasn't even slightly expecting. As it turns out, the concept of an old good friend no longer liking me hurts me a lot. So, this next bit of gameplay should be really fun. Let's talk to you. Tell her about the crown. How's your family? That's what you came to ask me? All right. My son is fine. My daughter. That's another story. I'll tell you about the crown. I found something incredible out there, right? Oh, did you? A purpose for your life, maybe? Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Obviously something's wrong, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Is something wrong? What could be wrong, Aliya? You rock up, you rock up after, who knows how many months, raving about some kind of great new find. What could be wrong with that picture? I'm not raving. I'm not raving. But just tell me whatever it is you wanted to tell me. This hurts a lot in my chest. So the cyclones find the moon. I hope you're ready for this, Aroy. Please. Spare me. Mistress. You cannot be intending to give the Emperor's crown to this woman. I'm not going to give it to her. I'm not going to give it to her. And no, I expect you'll try to sell it, whatever it is. Look at what I found, Aroy. Just look at it. I read the crown gingerly. It was like some kind of injured animal. Bless the goddess. What are you? The right bulk for a basic power source. There are contacts under the rim. What is this? It's the crown of the Emperor of Iox. Emperors of Iox. I think. Are you serious? You've got the crown of the Empire and you bring it to me? I was hoping you could tell me how it works. I was hoping you could tell me how it works. You want me to take it apart? Alright then. I'll take a look. Okay, alright. Things are better. Yeah, no, that did have a huge lump in my chest, though. Cannot believe you entrusted such a find to such a person. In such a place. Such an action is almost statistically impossible, but you did it anyway. Obviously, I know what the worst could happen. Don't sulk, Six. I am not sulking, mistress. I am rebalancing significant amounts of my neural mesh. Leave it to the sarcastic robot. I'll let you know what I find. Looking after the crown. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother any longer. Look after the crown, Narai. Don't let it out of your sight. Don't offer me advice on being cautious, Aliya. How many robots have you lost now? It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Ask something more? No, no, no. I'll leave the yard. I'll leave the yard. See you again, Noroi. Give me a few days to dig in. I promise I won't scratch it. Alright. Let's see how this turns out. Do you think Mistress Arroy can be trusted? I think so. I hope so. I hope Mayari will agree. Looks like I'm coming back to Elbereth, hopefully. For what? You? My name isn't Forward. You look like a Forward to me. And you brought him out with you. A robot here. Got keen eyes, trader. I'm not going to sell him, obviously. Ah. The soapstone still has a spark. Tell me, soapstone. Were you to bring my Mickey here, down here? What good all the metal things to anyone? Perhaps you're hoping to start a riot. I'd rather my servant wasn't a person. I don't want an argument with you. I like how he just showed up behind me for a moment there. Then get off my moon and take that thing with you. Look, this moon isn't exactly yours. I've got business here. But believe me, I won't stay a moment longer than necessary. Be sure that you do not. Your Khan won't be happy until only the Maya Mecha can eat. If you go to business, I won't shed a tear. Won't be robots that stick a knife in your belly. Go in peace. I could say many things here, but I'm not going to. And leave me alone. Forward. Something. I suggest we return to Iox and inform Press Army what you have done with the crown. Shall we leave now, mistress? Yeah, Iox is next. Yep, we're done. Well, let's get out of here. Leave them. I just said... Be ready, mistress. Look at this chick off to the left. And so we left the surface of Elbereth. Given a blackened scroll, gave the shredded book to Tappy, gave crown to Roy. Alright, continue. Never before have I actually encountered a do-it-yourself, your decisions matter kind of game. Say Iox and tell Mayari what we've seen. Yep, that is in fact the next thing on our list. Time to move on. I'm gonna rest. I'm going to rest, 6. Very good, mistress. I believe I can handle the ship. Back to Iox. Yes, back to Iox. Yes, mistress. You're the one who suggested it. Don't, like, agree with me. Not sure what happened to Renba. Press any key to continue. Oh, auto walking. What do you think of the sculpture? I'm going to question you. Have you sailed before, 6? I don't know, mistress. When I connect to the winches aboard the ship, they do seem to fit. I wonder if I once enjoyed sailing. Also, excuse me. Oh, hang on. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. What do you think of this sculpture? It has a pleasing balance to it. But the time it took to make. When there are people on Elbereth who don't eat, are your own exploits worth the time they take, mistress? Should we not be making history rather than reviewing it? Ooh. That's a really good question. I like the idea of that concept because it's an interesting sort of thought process. Do you think to yourself, should you be doing things or studying things? History is doomed to repeat itself. But if you're doing things, what's to repeat? The Tree of Knowledge. The Tree of Knowledge. So they call it. Each branch grows more branches. Except for the ones that die, fall off, and are forgotten. Which is where we come in, I suppose. Wonder if he has anything to say. Doesn't seem to. Alright, Mari, what do we got? I forget the voice I gave her, so. Aliya, you're back. But I don't know if I want to ask what you found. Maybe you don't, Professor. Maybe you don't, Professor. It's not good news. I'm not a child. Just tell me what you saw. It's settled on Mercy. I think Renba has joined some kind of ancient cult. He's dead, Professor. He's dead, Professor. His ship blew up as he tried to leave an off-river moon. Interesting. You're certain? Let 6 answer this one. We are quite certain, Professor. Your robot told me Renba found some kind of ruin. What did you find there? There's nothing left of Renba. There's a message. Someone had lived out there. Lifted out there. Someone had lived out there once. Once. We found a ruined building. A hermit, I think. Nothing more. One other thing happened. Ooh, tell her about the crown. There was the crown, of course. But I don't have it on me. I am afraid Mistress Aliya passed it on to a contact in Elbereth, Mistress Mayari. That's a mercenary act, Aliya. I always assumed you made a little on the side, but I didn't sell it. My friend's a mechanist. She's just looking at it. So you're going to bring it back to me? Go and fetch it. I look forward to seeing it. Off you go. No other questions? I'll talk. Have you ever heard anything about an ancient observatory is hung around? So I can do for you. Professor, have you ever heard anything about an ancient observatory? That's a curious question. I met this robot. On the ruined moon. It gave me a message I didn't understand, though I think you might. To find an observatory. Mistress, I was not aware of this. Interesting. Please, Aliya. Go away. Oh, no, she's not. Oh, she doesn't want to talk. Oh, no. Okay. One last thing, Aliya. Tell me honestly, How are you finding your new companion? Are you working well together? Wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. There was no positives options. 6 is petty, rule-bound, and a coward. Which is exactly what you need. Robots are valuable things, Aliya. I want to know immediately if anything happens to this one. I hope that's clear. Yeah, that's clear. I'm glad to hear it. Now get away from me. Alright, is Hyung nearby? Should we leave now, mistress? There's still more to do. I want to talk to Hyung about all the things I found. The robot I met on the Hermitage Moon 6 has said something else strange. Yes, mistress. Said a great darkness was coming. What did it mean? He looks very shocked. What do you think? It sounded almost like a threat. Sounded perhaps like a threat. You know, just something you say. I do not believe in spooky threats, mistress. However, Master Renba did not lose his life out there without some cause. Is Hyung nearby? Hyung? Huang? Is he ever here? Is he the man? Nope. Okay. If I may, mistress. I detected a certain coldness between you and the professor. I've never really trusted her. Do you suppose she trusts you? Most likely not. She keeps loaning me robots. Most likely not. No one really gets along with me. I'm not really friendly in any way, so, you know. Is he not around? I guess I'll just go this way. The robot you claim to have encountered after the hopper malfunction, mistress. It occurs to me it might have been a recording. Question. A recording of what? Of whom, mistress? Renbo was a skilled roboticist. He may have found a way to store a recording and force it into my core. Alright, interesting. It was a message, but it was a message, not a recording. I spoke to it. They are the same, mistress. Messages such as the professor sends you are not live connections. They're recorded personality states. Ah, shit. As am I, mistress. There must be a Rebeski fossil nearby. Cut to resonate on a hopper's frequency. In short, for whatever reason, Renbo went to a lot of trouble to speak to you. Interesting. I wanted to talk to Hyung, but let's get off this damn rock. This way, mistress. Oh, it's behind me then. So wherever you are, good. Lead the way then. Yet nothing really happened. Oh, about 450 years ago. The ancient empire, the ancient time. The university. The Holy Empire. Ah, I got you. Iox. I visited orphanage in Elbereth. Myari takes me to Iox. Timor sets up a workshop. I join university. I get my third robot. 6 awakes on Iox. Remember sails to Mercy. So, okay, I'm trying to determine, like, how long the game has been so far. And so far it's been, like, 2 days, looks like. Alright, let's get out of here. Go onto the ship, stop the game, save the game, end the game. And end the recording, too. Aboard the Nightingale. Yeah, that one. For Nightingale. Alright, before we continue... Oh, hang on. Before we continue, that'll be for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, am Keywii. You can pray to yourself a delightful day. Goodbye.